guys, welcome back to my channel. I have figured out, I think, a way to film with this behind me for at least this video because it is my Walt Disney World haul video that I've been waiting to do since May. So all these items have been sitting in my closet waiting to film this video. So now it's finally time to open this bag up and show you everything that we got during our May trip to Walt Disney World. If you haven't seen the vlogs, you need to click up here and go see all of the series of videos that I put up from May through last week. Last week was the last one of this series, but we go back to Disney World in like 2.5 weeks, so it's gonna be great. So let's see what we got. So the very first day of our trip we went to Magic Kingdom, and the first purchase of this trip was this pin, which I will zoom in for you guys. But this is a limited edition Pirates of the Caribbean pin, and it has a little fragment of Barbossa's jacket in it, which is just the coolest thing. So I saw it and had to get it. This little doozy was $16, basically $15.99. And then the other thing I saw right away at Magic Kingdom was this Figment pen, which I had to get. And I was debating it. I wasn't sure if I was gonna get it, and then Mike snuck it onto the counter and got it for me. So it's a little Figment pen. It opens up and has the Dream Finder, which is amazing because if you know me, you know I love Figment and I love the Dream Finder. So that's another limited edition for 2016. Very cool pen, and this one was $15.95. So also on the first day of our trip, we went to Epcot and we did the Flower and Garden Festival. So this is kind of a free item that becomes a souvenir, and it's the passport for the Food and Wine Festival. Or not Food and Wine, it's actually Flower and Garden that's turned into Food and Wine. But it's our passport that we tried all the different food items. Thankfully, when I go to these festivals with Mike, we get to go to a lot of food places because he can eat a lot of food despite how skinny he is. So we did Urban Farm Eats and the Pineapple Promenade, the Lotus House, La Isla Fresca, and each little stand you go to, if you bring up your little passport, they'll give you a stamp, and it's just a fun little way to remember what food you tried, where you went. Highly recommend it if you do Flower and Garden or Food and Wine to make sure you get one of these little booklets. The next item is this Ice Planet Hoth magnet from Star Wars. They have a whole series of these magnets and t-shirts and mugs and everything with this kind of retro travel poster style, and I loved it. I really wanted one of the shirts, but the shirts were like weird funky sizes that weren't gonna, it's like the medium was gonna be too small, the large is gonna be way too big, so I skipped the t-shirt and just got the magnet, but it's cute, and this was mint. It cost mint. I actually don't remember what it costs, but you know how they do the color system for their pricing. So this can finally go in my fridge after waiting for months. So I'm excited to finally put this up where I can see it every day and be reminded of our trip. So I've got this at Epcot, but I know they have Star Wars stands of this stuff all through the different parks, so you can find this. The second day of our trip, or second day of Disney at least, we did Animal Kingdom with the Disney Double Dose. And although I did not purchase any souvenirs, we did get this pin for donating to the Conservation Fund. And so we had this little pin, and I've never actually gotten one of these before, but it's the 20th anniversary of the Conservation Fund. So I think we donated like $1, I think is how it worked, and you get this to commemorate it. So it's not free, but it's kind of free. It's a little $1 donation to something good, and a little pin to remember the trip by. So somehow I managed not to buy anything at Magic Kingdom on the second day. So now we're on to the third day of the trip, and that is when I did most of my shopping because at this point I've been at the parks for a while, I've had my eye on things, I know what I want. So this is what we ended up getting on the last day of the trip. So on the last day we started at Epcot, and we were with the Disney Double Dose again, and we went into Mexico and we rode the Mexico ride. But we also did some souvenir shopping while we were there, and I have been eyeing these for years, and I finally got one. So you may have already noticed him. He's been sitting on my shelf since May because I couldn't resist having him out. So he's on my Disney shelf. He is my new addition. I just think that the coloring on it is awesome, which I'll zoom in for you guys, but just the level of detail was awesome, and he was $14.95. Just a cute little addition to remind myself of Epcot, and Mexico is my favorite pavilion, so whenever I look at him, I will think of Three Caballeros and being there with the Disney Double Dose, and Mike, of course. So one of my favorite souvenirs to get while I'm at the parks is actually ornaments, because it's something that you can always remember the trip by, and you can never have too many ornaments on your Christmas tree, right? So these were on sale for, I don't remember the deal, but I think it was like 3 for $50 or 3 for $60. They don't have their normal price on there, but it was a good deal, I remember that. And we've been eyeing them. So we got 3 of these. So we got Pluto, which again, oh, my actual dogs are now barking. They hate the postman. They really do. They are the stereotypical dogs. They hate the mailman. But anyway, so this is Pluto. He's adorable. And we both love dogs, so we had to get him. And then we got the Thunder Mountain Railroad one, which we both love this ride, and I'm so bummed because we're going in a few weeks and it's going to be closed for refurb while we're there. So very disappointed in that, but this ornament is awesome and we had a blast. We rode it twice during this trip and just had such a good time with each other, and I just love the detail on this one. So we had to get this one. What's a trip to Magic Kingdom without riding Big Thunder? It's gonna be a strange trip, but there's that one. And then if you've already seen my videos from this trip, you probably won't be surprised that we had to buy this, but we had to get the Jack Sparrow one. Again, I will zoom in, but you have to see the level of detail on this, that they included little curls of chest hair, and that was pretty much the selling point for us, that we knew we had to get it because how ridiculous is that they added that detail. Again, I just think these are, great. They're super creative, and we probably will end up getting more during our next trip just because they're so awesome. The level of detail is great. So again, these I think were 3 for $60 or 3 for $50 or something along those lines. Actually, I think I have the receipt. Okay, so I do actually have the receipt for this one. They are normally $25 a piece, but they were on sale for $60. So 3 for $60, 3 for $59.95, I think is what they were selling them for. So with that and my discount, because I have an annual pass, definitely dropped down the price for those. But yeah, so they were 3 for $59.95. The whole time we were there, I was looking for something to commemorate being there with Mike, because we've done a few days together here and there, but we've never done a full weekend at Disney. And so I was looking for something to match us, match our personality, something a little romantic to have from the trip. And this ended up being the perfect thing. It's a Lady and the Tramp coffee mug set, which I'm gonna get better lighting for you. And if you can see here, when you put them together, they make a heart. And it actually says Lady and the Tramp on the back. So how cute. This was absolutely perfect. I've been looking at Lady and the Tramp stuff all the time because we both love it, and again, we love dogs. But this was just perfection. So now, months later, we can actually use these, but I love them. I think they're a perfect little souvenir for us. And the last thing that I got on this trip was this Tower of Terror t-shirt, which we rode this with the Disney Double Dose, and it was a blast. Great memories. I've ridden that ride with them twice now, and it's some of my favorite memories of being at Disney because they think it's hysterical when I ride that ride, and it is. I will admit that I am tough and I can ride most rides, but drop rides get me, and so I screamed my head off. I smiled, but I screamed my head off. And so this shirt, though, I love all the Tower of Terror merchandise that's out right now, but this one I just thought was awesome. So now I can finally wear this, and this one was $24.95. So that is everything that we purchased on our trip. I know that's not a huge haul compared to what some people do when they shop at Disney, but we go to Disney pretty frequently, especially since I just was living in Florida. So I try not to buy everything I see, because we already did a Disneyland trip this year. We did Disney World, and then we're doing Universal, Disney, Halloween Horror Nights coming up here in September. So that's going to be more money to put forth through all of that. So I try not to buy everything. This was kind of a bigger haul than I normally take because it was kind of a last hurrah in Florida and our first big trip together. So that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my little mini haul, and keep your eyes peeled because we are going back to Orlando very soon, and we're doing Disney, Universal, Horror Nights, all that good stuff, and you don't want to miss that. So If you aren't already subscribed, make sure to click that little button down below and you can follow all of our adventures from theme parks and also just my daily life. I film vlogs here in Texas. And that's going to be it for today. So I'll see you guys again soon. Bye. I know where you live. Come on. Out of 5 stars.
I'd sure.
-4.
-4.
Would return.
10 out of 10 would return from Red Rock.
10 out of 10 would not stream at a campsite.
Jeff out of...
Hooray!
That's a hooray out of 5.
Hooray out of 5. 7.
And I give it a 7 out of 5, and none of you will understand that, but yay, it's so true.